Hey guys, what's up? It's Josh. So for today's video, as you guys can see by the title, I wanted to talk to you about 5 different things guys tend to hide from girls. So you might know a guy, or you might have liked a guy for a really long time, and you kind of think that you might know everything about him, but I feel like deep down, there are certain things that guys don't always open up and tell you girls. So for today's video, I just wanted to kind of just tell you guys about some of the things that guys try to hide, even though it's pretty obvious to tell what guys do, and even though they try to hide them, they make it kind of obvious. But all these videos where I'm revealing guy secrets, I feel like you guys always love them, so I thought that today I would just talk about some more things that guys try to hide from you guys and kind of open up and give you guys a little bit of insight into a guy's mind. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you do, give it a thumbs up, and yeah, I hope all of you guys had an amazing New Year's. But with that being said, here are a couple things that guys try to hide from you girls. Alright, so for the first one, I don't know if you guys already know this already, but I feel like for guys, for some reason, organization for a guy can sometimes be super hard. And one of the things that I think guys try to hide from you girls is that when we're going and doing something, if we're going out on a date or we're trying to get the directions to go somewhere, we always forget to do the organization stuff, actually get the directions or plan out what we're actually gonna be doing on the date. We know what we wanna do, it just sometimes to get everything all together and organized to do it is sometimes I think hard for a guy. And I can admit that for myself too. I feel like just sometimes I totally forget. Guys try to play it off like they have it all figured out, when in reality, I think that it's really hard for us to be really organized. Alright, so the next one, I don't know if you've ever heard this one before or if a guy's ever done this to you, but guys do play the texting game. And the texting game is when you text somebody and then they respond and you take a really long time to respond to that text. I think that guys won't admit that they do that, but they totally do, because they're looking at the text and they're trying to figure out if you're gonna send more text to see if you're actually interested, or they're just plainly trying to play hard to get. I don't really know, but guys do play that game. So it's kind of weird talking about it and actually saying it, but if you do have a guy that you like and for some reason you notice that he's not texting you back right away, or you just notice that it feels like he's ignoring you, it might be because he's trying to see how interested you are in him. And then as soon as maybe you tell him that you like him or he finds it out, then you'll start to notice that he'll just be texting back and forth. But yeah, for some reason guys are weird and we do that. Alright, so another thing, and this one is kind of more towards the guys that are really shy. I think that when a guy is really shy, there's certain things that he will do to try to get that message across that he does like you or he's interested in you. For the shy people out there, I totally understand you. Going through high school, I feel like I was able to open up, but usually I was just that person that was kind of quiet and I really kept to myself. And so I feel like if you are one of those people that's more quiet, sometimes it can be hard to open up and actually tell somebody how you're feeling. So you go about other ways of telling people how you feel and showing people how you feel. And so when it comes to a guy liking a girl but he is too shy to tell her, one of the things that he might do is send you friend requests, or you'll notice that he'll send you a friend request and then he'll cancel it, and then he'll just keep sending you them so that you eventually figure out that he's trying to send them to you. Another thing that guys will try to hide that they do is they will actually go through and like some of your pictures, even if they're not following you, in hopes that even though they're not following you, you'll see that they're liking your pictures. Friend requests and likes and all that stuff on social media and commenting on your pictures is definitely something that guys don't really admit to doing, even though it's obvious. We just don't like talking about it, but I think that it's something that we do when we're trying to get that message across. So if there's a guy that you like and he's shy and you start to notice that he's doing a bunch of things to show you that he likes you, but he's not actually telling you, then it just might be that he's shy and he doesn't want to open up and he doesn't want to talk to you because he's too nervous or whatever it is. I think that guys sometimes can be weird with that, but yeah, that's when a guy is shy. I just think that they do those little things without having to say anything. So friend requests and likes are definitely something to look out for. So moving on to the fourth one, I feel like for guys and girls, this is something that I think everybody likes, but sometimes we don't just talk about it because it would be kind of weird to talk about it. But guys absolutely love getting compliments, especially when it comes to their body. So if they've been going to the gym a lot, or they've been doing something running a lot or going on hikes, I feel like when you compliment a guy on the way that he looks, especially if he's trying to put a lot of time into the way he looks, I feel like that's one of those compliments that guys will never forget. Now, it would be kind of weird to like be talking about that, so I don't know if it's necessarily that guys are hiding that. I think that it's just more of like guys don't really talk about it that often, but I think that it's something that I should tell you guys, because I feel like if you do like something about a guy, or there's something that you really notice about him that he's working hard to like achieve towards, like maybe he goes to the gym or something, then I'd say like every once in a while just give him a little compliment, especially if you do really like him, because then like it actually proves that like you're actually seeing progress, or you like whatever it is that he's doing. And I think that guys just really hold on to those compliments, and I feel like it's probably the same for you girls too. Like whenever you're working hard towards something, if somebody gives you a compliment on it, I feel like it just makes you feel so much better inside, and it's just one of those feel-good moments. So if you feel like you see something that you really like, make sure that you tell that person, especially if it is somebody that you really like. So yeah. So the last one that I want to tell you guys about, I feel like this one is a little bit deeper, because guys, like I feel like a lot of guys have a hard time kind of breaking down and like having those moments where we can just talk to somebody like emotionally and kind of tell somebody like exactly how we're feeling. I think that guys, sometimes we have it in the back of our mind that like we're supposed to be these really masculine people that like, oh, guys don't cry or guys don't get emotional. Whereas I feel like it's really important to be able to do that, and it's really important to be able to open up and be able to talk to somebody about how you're feeling. But I feel like sometimes for guys, like even if we're having a really bad day or we're going through something, it can be really hard for us to just like break down or just like tell somebody how we're feeling. We try to hide it because we don't want to make it look like we're weak or we're not confident in ourselves or whatever it is. But I feel like we do have those moments where we just need that. Now I feel like I'm speaking for some guys, because there's other guys out there that are able to just like open up and just talk about how they're feeling all the time. But for some guys, I think that it's important to always like remember to be able to just do that and not have to worry about like what other people think, or that somebody's gonna find you like not manly because you're crying. I feel like those are just things that you should not be worrying about, and you should be able to open up like that. So if you do see a guy that's like struggling with something, or if he looks really sad and he's not really saying anything, I think just like asking him how he's feeling and just being there for him is always a thing that is really important. And I think that's the same with girls too. Like if you like a guy and you notice that anytime you're feeling sad, he's not around you or he walks away from you or whatever it is, you kind of just need to like think about that, because you want a person to be around you that's going to help you. And if you have somebody that's always walking away from you when you're in that state, I feel like that's probably not the best situation to be in, and that's probably not a good relationship. So that's another thing that I think guys try to hide, but definitely something that we shouldn't hide. It's just that we do that because we're just, I don't know. All right, so those are 5 different things that I think guys like tend to hide from you girls and from everybody. I don't know, like there's some guys out there that don't do any of this, but for the guys that do, I know you can relate to me. I feel like there's so many more things that I could probably put in this video. So yeah, if you did learn something, or if I talked to you guys about maybe something you can relate to, give this video a thumbs up. Also, if you have any questions, or if you have any like videos that you want me to talk about, make sure that you also leave those down in the comments, because I always go through my Instagram and I go through your guys' questions and I create videos out of those questions. So I have my Instagram linked down below. Just go down there, follow me, and send me a DM if you want to tell me something. Also, if you guys didn't know, I have my vlog channel that you can go and subscribe to. There's so many other videos over there and there's gonna be a bunch more coming in 2019. But yeah, that's where I'm gonna upload a lot of like the vlogs of Tessa and I picking out wedding venues and doing all of that. So if you guys want to see those videos, go and check that out. But hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I love you guys so much. Happy New Year, and 2019 is gonna be the best year ever. So I love you guys, and I will see you next Saturday. Bye.